Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Elina is here. First of all, I would like to apologize for not uploading the videos for a while because I actually had a little bit of a personal emergency in the background last week. It was very unpleasant and I had to deal with that. So right now I'm actually back on track. And I promised you a while ago I'm gonna actually, introduce you to all my favorite moves to strengthen your lower body and to actually get rid of a little bit of inches. So while I was thinking about this workout, I realized that unfortunately I won't be able to show it all at one workout. So I'm gonna split it into video. Today's video is pretty much the strength. Pretty much the goal of today's workout is to lift things up. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you one of my 5 favorite exercises, all 5, sorry. And I'm going to provide the beginner's version and the advanced one. All the detailed descriptions with all the, sets, reps, and all that, instructions going to be actually found on my Facebook page and on my blog, which I'm going to come up with within the next couple of hours. So for that workout, we're not going to need anything except ourselves. I'm going to do this barefoot because I'm really trained and my foot, seen it all, considering me dancing since the age of 8. But if you've never done it and, for safety, I really encourage you to try to actually use some sneakers and even maybe a little bit of caution if your foot is sensitive. So wherever you're ready, we're going to start. Okay, so the exercise number 1 is pretty much a wide stance squat. Wide stance squat, honestly, is a little bit tougher than, the narrow stance. But first of all, it works better, and actually it's going to help you with your flexibility. So we're going to start. I'm going to explain more in the process. As you can see, my legs are more than shoulder width apart. Pretty much the wider they are, the harder it is to maintain the balance. My feet are turned outwards 45 degrees angle. I'm going to bring my arms behind my head. Gonna stay straight and tall. Gonna go into the squat and bring myself up. As you can see, my back is really straight. Pretty much if you want to make it a little bit easier, you don't have to go low. The lower you go, the harder it is and the more it tests your flexibility. So if you're a beginner, you're gonna actually go to about right here, not hold, you're just gonna pretty much come up and down for 12 to 15 repetitions. Now, the advanced version with one of my favorite one. You're going to go as low as you can, pulse for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you're going to completely come up, catch at the break, making sure your back is straight and your elbows are back. And again, 1, 2, 3, 4. And again, demonstrate for a couple more times. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the last time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, the exact number of repetitions and sets can be found in my blog and Facebook page. All the links will be provided in the description. So this was exercise number 1. The second exercise which I will demonstrate is for your calves. For that exercise, if you're really unbalanced, you can always hold on to some sort of a support like a wall or actually the pole if you have it in your house. However, I encourage you to try without it. Alright, so we're going to start. As you can see, the back is straight and tall, the shoulders are back and down. You're going to lift yourself up as high as your body allows you to go without losing the balance. Hold it here a little bit and completely bring it down. This is a very basic 2 calf raises exercise. And actually you can do it with a little bit of the weights, a little bit of the dumbbells. And pretty much the higher you go, the harder it is to maintain the balance, and the more you're going to actually feel your calves working. Actually, the basic version when your feet are looking forward. Now, if you want to really challenge yourself, if you feel really adventurous, you can actually do it with one leg. As you can see, the other leg is up. You're going to slowly bring yourself up and down. And down. And again. With this exercise, if you feel like absolutely you're going to kick it tonight, you can actually use a little bit of the weights. I used to do this exercise with the weights. It definitely shapes your calves a lot. Because the calves, they actually already handle a lot of stress even every day. In order to kill them, to really train it, you're going for a little bit more than repetitions in the basic squat. So you're not going for 12 to 15, you're going to actually go for 20 to 25. So that was exercise for the calf, exercise number 2. Now, exercise number 3 would be for your inner thighs. Very famous plie squat. See the difference? Again, the legs are a little bit wider than the shoulders, but this side, the feet are really twisted out to the best of your ability. They're not 45 degrees, they're not parallel, they're actually further away. Again, you're going to bring your arms behind. For plies, I really encourage you to go really, really low and slowly up. By the way, your knees might crack, it's absolutely fine, as long as there is no sharp pain. If you have any problems like arthritis, any surgeries of your knee, please consult your physician or your physical therapist. So this is again the beginner's version, where you pretty much just going up and down. As you can see, I'm not holding much. Now the advanced version is the same principle as the wider stance squat. We're going to pulse for 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and slowly, slowly up. Alright, now this was exercise for the inner thighs, called the plie squats. Now the fourth exercise for the outer hip, pretty much would be straight leg raises, actually side straight leg raises. This exercise from Pilates/ballet method. So wherever you're ready, you're going to stand straight and tall. The foot is flexed. You're going to really lift it up as high as it allows you to go, completely bring it down and again end up. If you're really, really advanced, you don't have to completely touch the floor, but it's going to really, really test your balance. Again, I really encourage you to try to do it without the support. If it is too hard to do it without the support, you can just keep the leg a little bit lower. As you can see, I'm absolutely straight, keeping everything tight. So my shoulders are back and down, and I'm not leaning forward. That was the beginner's version. Now the advanced one, the one which you can really, really feel. The same setup. Here is the difference. You're going to lift it up to the level you can maintain it without wiggling, and you're going to pulse. Small, small pulses, and slowly down. For the singles, you can actually go for 15 to 20. For the advanced version, the one which I'm doing right now, you can go up to 50 repetitions. You might start with 30 because this one is a little bit of a killer. This exercise also may be done with the resistant bands, you know, the loops. I don't know if you've seen them, but that's going to make it absolute killer, even tougher than some of the squats with the weight. I'm not exaggerating. Now, the fifth exercise is one of the best things can happen to your lower body if you can survive. All right, so it's as simple as that. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm just going to be honest. It's pretty much a combination move with the wide stance squat and the side leg raises. I still didn't demonstrate this move because it's a rather rare one. Please pay attention to the form. It is very important. Exactly the same setup. The wider stance, as you can see, straight. You're going to go into the squat, don't go too low, and you're going to lift the leg up, bring it down. And again, don't try to bring it too high, because the goal here is to make sure that you are not dropping your foot like, you know, because you don't want any sort of impact on it. Perfect. When you get more advanced, you can actually go much lower and lift it much higher. Another name for the squat is actually a sumo squat instead of wider stance one. And again, try not to lean forward. For this one, you can do it a couple of ways. You can either go for example, 20 if you feel really adventurous to really, really kick it. You can go do it for 30 seconds, do it in a circuit. Again, all the detailed explanations will be found on my Facebook page and my blog. I'm going to write it soon. And might actually do some pictures. It depends. Please like this workout if you really liked it. Share it with your friends and make sure to subscribe and check the description. I hope you found this workout useful and have a wonderful day.